it's stressful to like perform.
I tell myself every year that I'm gonna do like easier classes, just lighten my load, and every year it turns out the same way.
I have 45 other people relying on me.
It's hard because I think a lot of times my friends think I'm blowing them off.
The pressure I put on myself is definitely the biggest problem that I have.
My mother and father get mad a lot because I'm not at home.
I'm exhausted.
Time's running out.
There's no like getting around it.
I still don't know where I want to go or what I want to major in.
So I want to be more than that.
We're not as good as we think we are.
If I don't get in, then it'll be all for nothing.
Sadly, I didn't meet my goal last year.
I want to have options when I go to college.
Everything has to be perfect.
Well, my sister was very good, really successful. So sometimes it's a little bit of pressure trying to like, not necessarily beat her, but definitely like live up to what she's already done.
Hardly ever I have any social time.
There's so many people who I love and I care about, and I would love to be, like, I'd love to go out and I'd love to hang out with them just because I think they're great and amazing people. But I just don't have time, and that hurts.
How many times can I say I'm studying before it's like, okay, well, she doesn't want to hang out?
I just have all the homework.
I can't even count, really. It's just so much.
The pressure is really high.
I just can't even imagine how much hard work, because you got some of the smartest people from around the country all competing to get that one spot.
A lot of times I just have to tell myself I'm almost done, even if I'm not.
Trying to scramble for the next day.
We spread ourselves too thin.
I want to be able to choose, so that's why I work so hard.
Just keep going until it's over.
Navigating the ups and downs of high school can be overwhelming. Long hours, demanding curriculum, and the pressure to achieve and be accepted can make the wasteland a difficult one to survive.
Depression is kind of that thing that you can't really come back from it on your own. You need some help. And so in the classroom, that might look like not just a feeling of being overwhelmed, but this immense weight that nothing alleviates. Sleep doesn't help, talking to friends doesn't help, things that maybe you once enjoyed don't help. Everything just seems like it's too much. Maybe taking a break and stepping back from things doesn't help. It doesn't mean that when all of those things happen, I don't think it means that it's depression, but when we do notice depression in students, often a lot of those things are true. Nothing at that point has helped.
Anxiety in adolescence is on the rise. A review of 19 studies conducted across 12 countries show that adolescents are experiencing more depression than they did a decade or more ago. But why? According to research, a variety of reasons can be the culprit, including an increase in stress at school and the constant connectivity to social media.
I think social media and cell phones don't allow kids to go home. I know, when my generation was younger, if you were being bullied at school and you handled it, you kind of had a safe place to be. But in today's society, with that constant voice of social media in your ear, you can't always escape the negative. You can't always go home.
Brian Kennedy, a teacher at Prosper High School, is currently working on a book to help children and teens address negative thinking by using techniques of cognitive behavior therapy.
This book that I wrote is called How to Tame Your Troll. It's a story of a boy named Jake, very confident kid. When he arrives on the bus, people begin to kind of make fun of him about things that really don't matter. The minute he gives over to those thoughts, that negative thinking, a little troll appears on his shoulder, and as he goes throughout the day and he begins to internalize the negative things that he hears about himself, the troll grows bigger and bigger until it's overwhelming every aspect. I think for kids with anxiety and depression, they begin to internalize those negative things, and it becomes overwhelming, and they don't know how to get out. This book is based on cognitive behavior therapy, which teaches thought stopping, and the idea that if I can confront those thoughts and I can stop them before they grow and internalize them, then I have a way out.
Anxiety, depression, and mental illness is vastly misunderstood in today's culture and carries with it a stigma that keeps many students from seeking help.
I felt so alone. I felt like I was drowning and everyone around me was just going on with their normal lives and I was just alone. But then I just completely broke down one day, and it's just really hard for me to talk about, but something happened, and then I realized that how many people cared about me. No one wants to say, no, I'm not okay, because no one wants sympathy. I never wanted sympathy. That's not what I wanted. The sadness was just addicting.
Pressure and workload may always be a part of student life, but there is support. Teachers, coaches, counselors, and parents can be a resource for students in trouble.
No matter what, the world is huge. There are so many people out there that feel the same way you are. You are not alone.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Austin Garcia.